3, 2, 1, liftoff.
John, it looks like there's something in the way of our trajectory. Well, Bob, it seems like it's way too late to change course now. Hopefully it doesn't hit us.
Houston, we have a problem, though it's not what you might think. In the past 54 years, rocket launches are becoming increasingly more common. And while this has allowed us to make mountains of scientific discoveries using space probes like the James Webb Telescope or the Perseverance rover on Mars, with every launch we're slowly cluttering up Earth's orbit. And if we aren't careful, this could lead to a phenomenon known as the Kessler Syndrome. But what exactly is the Kessler Syndrome?
The Kessler Syndrome is a possible scenario where the amount of debris orbiting causes a cascade of collisions.
Well, how could this even happen? Wouldn't it just fall back to Earth like a normal tennis ball would? Come here, let me show you something.
Take a look at this intersection where cars are driving at hundreds of miles an hour. The chance that Bobby here gets in a collision can be modeled by this equation. dc over dt represents the amount of collisions that occur per unit time. The s in this equation represents the spatial density of the altitude. The v represents the velocity, or how fast the cars are racing past each other. A represents the cross-sectional area, or the size of the car. du allows us to see the rate at which collisions occur in a specific area of the intersection. Tracking this rate and the amount of debris in orbit could show us that a single high-speed collision could create debris over time.
But it's not like it's gonna fall down and hit us, right? Yeah, but if we were to continue launching objects without any regulations or deorbiting measures, we could reach a tipping point of exponential growth, where the amount of debris in orbit grows very rapidly, making collisions with space equipment much more often. It could cause billions of dollars of damages to satellites in low Earth orbit that we rely on for weather, communication,
And GPS.
and with the space industry's limited funding, this could be really detrimental to the progress of future missions and discoveries. Luckily, humans, as a species, have a wonderful ability to work together in times of trouble. And even with problems here on Earth of pollution and climate change, we must not forget to pay attention to our little friend, the universe.